Tokyo, Hong Kong, Paris, Cedar Falls, Iowa. What do
Cedar Falls, Iowa.
What do those places have in common? They had super fast internet. Who'd have thunk? President Obama wants the rest of the nation to catch up, right? So he's gone to Cedar Falls to preview his plans for affordable high-speed broadband for all Americans. And according to the New America Foundation, the highest speed in major American cities is only 200 to 400 megabits a second. In places like Cedar Falls and in some cities abroad, it's over 1,000 megabits. So this plan involves providing grants to cities to build new networks, as well as asking the Federal Communications Committee to overturn 19 state laws that prevent competition among internet providers. Stephanie, what does this mean?
Well, hopefully it means that a lot more people are going to be able to get broadband access. We still have quite a large part of the country that can't get connected to the internet at all, much less get high-speed internet. So hopefully this means that the opportunity for small businesses, for schools, for individuals, will really start to step up. And, personally, I would love gigabit service. So I'm on board. I'm all for it.
Do you have a sense of what the practical difference is when you upgrade those speeds? Like, what's the difference between watching a video at 200 megabits or downloading a file at 200 megabits versus 1,000, apart from the fact that it's five times slower?
Right. Well, let's say if you're at 100, because most of the country, even with those 100 and 200 megabits per second speeds that are offered, most of the country still only has about 30 megabits per second. So if you take 100 maybe as your baseline, it might take you about 5 minutes to download a full-length HD movie from the internet. If you had gigabit speed, it would take you about 10 seconds.
Wow.
So that's the difference we're talking about. I mean, orders of magnitude.
And why is it little cities like Cedar Falls that have these high internet speeds? I would have thought the first place you would try to do that would be in the big cities.
Well, they had the foresight and the vision, a few years back to kind of build this language into some of the laws that they passed, that this infrastructure could be built. So they didn't even have it then, but they knew they might need it. So they planned for the infrastructure itself. And as things evolved and they saw that they would be able to bring in their utility companies, Cedar Falls in particular is actually getting their gigabit speed through their utility company. They had all of these things in place, with the community agreeing that, we want to bring in utility companies as well as other internet service providers so that there would be competition, so we would keep prices down. So, yeah, I guess they figured we don't have a whole lot to lose. We don't have a whole bunch of people. We'll let them vote on it and see how it works. So they were okay with being that test market for this type of technology. And I hope that other cities catch up, because it really is great that they have that available to them.